Today, I put every player in one 2K26 draft. With the first pick, the Spurs will select LeBron James. Kareem goes second to the Magic. Kobe to the Pels. Jordan falls to 4 and goes to Portland. Bird ends up on the Celtics. Chamberlain on the Bucks. But as you can see, this draft is moving super fast. So what we're going to do is simulate to the end, and then we'll check out all the rosters. Lamar Odom was the last pick. Now that the draft's over, let's check out these squads. Starting off in Philadelphia, we've got Shaq and Kevin McHale in the front court. Paul Check Your Drawers Pierce is also on the squad. Speaking of checking things, I'd appreciate if you checked if you were subscribed to the channel. We're on the road to 300K. And we'll move on to Milwaukee with Wilt Chamberlain, Mr. 100, Elvin Hayes, and Sidney Moncrief. Magic is in Chicago alongside Dave Cowens and the Iceman George Gervin. And my guy, the Cavs, got VC, Pat Ewing, Brunson, D-Book, and Chris Bosh. This will be a fun team to watch. Bird ended up on the Celtics with Luka, Embiid, Rodman. This team's tough right here, especially with the defense of Embiid and Dennis. Bob Cousy is playing alongside T-Mac and Chris Mullin on the Clips. Giannis and Wemby on the Grizz with Penny to pass the rock and facilitate. Oh man. Opposing front courts, it's going to be a long night. Steve and Dirk are reunited in Atlanta with Joe Dumars and Powell. The Heat, you got Chris Paul, Ray Allen, Mari Stoudemire, Mel Daniels. Hakeem's playing alongside Dolph Schayes and Pete Maravich on the Hornets. Ooh, you got Cade and Reese as well. Stockton's with Harden on the Jazz. They also got PG and K-Love, who's underrated in the 2K sim, man. He's nice. Ant Edwards and Walt Clyde Frazier in Sacktown with George Mikan. Kawhi and KG in New York. That's a crazy 1-2 punch. And they got Tiny Archibald. For the Lakers, it's Moses Malone, Jerry Lucas, Dennis Johnson, and there's Jimmy Buckets. Kareem's with D Rose and Tatum on the Magic. That's a tough trio. Gonna be box office for sure. Kyrie's back on the Mavs. He's with Rick Barry and the Flash. D Wade. Oh, Yao Ming's here as well. Melo and Steph in Brooklyn with C Webb. Oh, Clay's here. The Splash Bros. Rondo's on the squad. Mutombo as well. KD and Russ. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. The Brody and the Durantula reunited in Denver. Shea and D-Rob. Oh, this is going to be a nice duel. And you got Grant Hill. Kobe's on the Pels with Bill Walton, Isaiah Thomas as well. You have no idea. Tim Duncan on the Detroit Pistons with James Worthy and Jay Kidd. Watch out for this squad. They're gonna be nice. Raptors got Scotty, Bob Pettit, and Dwight Howard. Jerry West is on the Rockets with Willis Reed and Alex English. Bronze with TP on the Spurs, and he's with his guy AD Manu's on the Spurs. They really drafted a Spurs theme team. Jokic and Barkley, they'll combine for 100 at the local buffets. You also got JoJo White and Fat Lever. The Big O! He's playing alongside the human highlight reel, Dominique Wilkins and Donovan Mitchell, and Shawn Kemp! This team's gonna be breaking rims! They got Blake Griffin! And Jeff Teague, of course he's here, because he'll have to tell the stories of the team on the podcast. Julius Erving and AI, no ChatGPT, are on the Minnesota Wolves. Mike ends up in Portland this time around, if you know, you know, with Gary Payton. Oh, the defense from that backcourt's going to be cold. And Bob McAdoo. Warriors got Elgin Baylor, David Thompson, Wes Unseld, and Gilbert Arenas. This is my team here, the Dubs. Washington, you got John Havlicek, Clyde the Glide, Dame Time, Bob Lanier, and of course, Junkyard Dog. Okay, let's get this season going. Of course, the meat and potatoes of this thing is going to be the playoffs. We want to jump in games. I gotta see that team of dunkers in OKC. I gotta see them. Season is wrapped, and the Flash, Dwayne Wade, wins MVP, averaging 23 points, 5 rebounds, and 8 assists. I want y'all to keep in mind with the stats, these guys are all playing alongside legendary players. So 23, averaging that probably is like averaging 33 on a team with, you know, normal guys. So great stuff from D Wade, most valuable there. Calvin Murphy wins 6th Man of the Year for the Detroit Pistons. averaging 19 points, 2 rebounds, and 7 assists. Kareem, DPOY, 19, 9, 3 assists, 3 blocks. That's what won him that DPOY. Is bro hitting the nay on the DPOY trophy? Moses Malone's your clutch player of the year, 20 and 10. And Steve Kerr, coach of the year for the Dubs. On your All-NBA first team, you've got the MVP Wade. There's Nikola Jokic, 19, 9, and 10 on the season. The Big O, hey, I mean, a couple more rebounds, he would average that triple-double again. 21, 8, and 11 here. The Brody is here as well, speaking of triple-doubles. 20 and 12 from Russ. And then Shaq O'Neal, 23 and 10 for Philadelphia. Second team, you got Wilt, you got Garnett, the Magic Man, Chris Paul, and Hakeem Olajuwon. Third team, there's the DPOY Kareem. There's a Bron appearance. Elgin Baylor, J. Kidd, Pat Ewing. Where's Mike? Did Jordan not make any of these? All defense, you just got a whole lot of bigs here. The only guard to make it was Michael Jordan, who put up good numbers. You could argue he should have been on All-NBA. I mean, yeah, he's Michael Jordan. He probably should have been. Checking out the standings for this year, the Dubs were number 1 in the West, which I didn't really expect. I mean, this team's cool. Got some good depth, I guess, but surprising to me. Mavericks are in second with the MVP Wade and Kyrie. That's a Showtime duo. Minnesota Wolves are in third. I like this team as well with Iverson and Dr. J. Out east, your top 3 teams, you got the Raptors with 52 wins. Dwight Howard, Bob Pettit in the front court. You got Pippen on the wing, Chauncey at the guard spot. Chicago with the Magic Man. They were the 2 seed. Bucks were in third with Wilt Chamberlain. Put up some solid numbers this year. So for this first round, we're going to simulate the play-in tournament, right? Then we get any game 7s, I'll jump into Simcast here in round 1. Hopefully we get at least a couple, man. Oh, it looks like we're going to get a couple. Oh, OKC's in a game 7. That was a team we wanted to see. That's going to be the first game 7 we get to check out here. Minnesota Wolves versus OKC Thunder. Oh, and Dr. J's on the other side for Minnesota. So this series has just been Dunk Central. And then we'll have another game 7 between the Mavs and the Clips after this. And that's a 2-7 matchup, so potential for a pretty solid upset over there. Early on, OKC has the lead, but it's real close. Timberwolves right in the rear view. Oh, they're going to get the lead. And the Wolves, after getting that lead, never looked back. They ran away with the game. Thunder have been eliminated. 20 from Wilkins wasn't enough. Wayne Embry had 20 as well. Iverson with a 30-piece. Clippers Mavs game 7. This is a 2-7 matchup. For the Clips, it's Cousy, McGrady, Mullen. For the Mavs, it's Kyrie, D-Wade, Rick Barry. Listen, this one better be close. I need a jump-in game for this first round, man. And it looks like we'll get it. 2:17 to go. Clips up 1. Let's jump in. As we hop in, Marc Gasol is at the free throw line for Los Angeles, so a chance to expand the Clipper lead as Gasol will hit the first. Second one for Mark also drops. Clips up 3. Is that Fred Brown bringing it up? Yes, it is. He'll swing it to Yao Ming. Now it goes to Rick Barry in the corner. Barry, weak old ball fake. Gives it up to Fred. Fred to Wade. Corner 3 is off. It's rebounded by Marc Gasol. He'll give it up to Bob Cousy. Cousy, let's see what you can do in this modern game. Bob will swing it to Mullen, who's coming off a beautiful screen, and Chris cashes out. It's a 6-point lead Los Angeles' way. 7 in the fourth quarter from Mullen. Fred Brown will get the screen from Yao Ming, and the ball is attempted to be thrown down to Yao. Gets intercepted. Ming gets it back and slams it home. Yeah, if Yao gets it within 2-3 feet of the basket, GG's. There's not much you can do. Cousy will get the screen up top. Bob has Yao switched onto him. That's a crazy mismatch. He'll swing it to Chris Mullen on the wing. Mullen with 7 on the shot clock. Gotta make something out of nothing here. Chris getting clamped by Rick Barry. Rises up for a tough jumper. It's in and out. No burgers. And the Mavs can cut it to a 1-possession game with the bucket here. Dave DeBusschere swings it to Fred Brown. Brown to get the screen from Yao. Brown rises up. Mid-range is good. And just like that, the Dallas Mavericks are within 2. Fred's got 6 of his 15 points tonight in the mid-range. McGrady, the spin move, defended by Wade. 2 of the greatest shooting guards ever going at it as McGrady gets to the rim and uses the length to finish the layup home. He's got 21 on the night. D-Wade, the MVP of the league, not trying to go out in the first round, drives to the rim and slams it home. The Flash using the speed and raising the roof after the slam. Here goes Tracy. 35 seconds to go for McGrady. He's going to back in. T-Mac lays it up and in off the glass. Oh, man. The Los Angeles Clippers turning up here in the fourth. They've had an answer for everything the Mavs have thrown at them. And for that reason, Dallas will call timeout. Yeah, if you're the Mavs, you can't come up empty on this possession. Yao Ming inbound, and he'll find Fred Brown in the corner. Brown fakes the three, tries to attack the rim. Defended well by Bob Cousy. Brown picks up his dribble, kicks it out to Wade. Wade driving to the rim on McGrady. Mavs have wasted a lot of time here. Wade gonna step it back. Tough jumper off. Gasol grabbed the rebound, and it looks like that'll do it. The Los Angeles Clippers are gonna move on here, upsetting the MVP. Whoa, what was that free throw shot? That looked crazy. But they're gonna be upsetting the 2-seeded Mavs with MVP Dwayne Wade. I mean, I guess we'll see if the Mavs can pull off something here. Wade 3 off, and that is most definitely the ball game now. Clips take it home. McGrady with 23 points. Kyrie, he was fouled out in this one for Dallas. And the Clippers, they're moving on. So going into the second round, everything else went as planned. The only upset was the Clippers. Here are your matchups for round 2. You got the Dubs and the Kings. Anthony Edwards and Walt Clyde Frazier over in Sacramento taking on Elgin Baylor and David Thompson for the Dubs. T-Wolves will be taking on the LA Clippers. The Wolves, this is the AI and Dr. J team that I was excited about. Out east, you got the Pistons and the Raptors. Detroit basketball with my guy, Tim Duncan. Raptors with Scottie Pippen leading the way. We'll see if he can be a number 1 guy. For the Bulls, it's Magic versus Wilt Chamberlain. Ooh, that's a tough matchup. Bulls, Bucks there. Early on, Dubs take care of business. They sweep the King. Bulls up 3-1 on the Bucks. Pistons 2-1 on the Raptors. But the Clippers and Wolves, they're tied up at 2 apiece. So we're in the Simcast for sure. Game 5 coming up here. Wolves down 7 with 2:19. It's a little bit of a deficit, but that's within reach, especially when you got a team of legends. So we're in here once again as we hop in. Clippers have possession of the ball. How about these LA Clippers coming out of the play-in as a 7 seed, and they're making some big noise as Dampier gets to the basket, kicks it out to Tom Chambers. Now it'll go to Dale Ellis. Cousy gets it up top. Bob finds Tom Chambers, back to Bob. It'll go to Dale Ellis now. 3. It looked like he got fouled there, but nothing was called, and the Wolves will push the ball the other way. Here's Iverson. He'll find Ole. Is that Don Ole? What a pull. It'll go to Dr. J. Now Iverson gets to the basket. Crafty finish for AI. And just like that, Wolves within 5. Some substitutions waiting at the scorer's table for Minnesota. And I feel like the Clips have a wonky lineup in here right now. Bob Cousy with it. He's got Alonzo Mourning switched on to him, which means Gasol's defended by AI. And that's going to be an easy layup. Even with Dr. J trying to bring the help, it was too little too late. Marc Gasol's face cam looks crispy. So the Wolves in some trouble here, down by 7 points as Alonzo Mourning gives it into Allen Iverson. AI, he's going to have to get to work here in the clutch. Iverson will get the screen for Mourning. He's got Gasol switched on to him, steps it back over Mark. That's a bad shot. Shout out Paul George. Here goes Tracy McGrady with it, defended by a much smaller player here. T-Mac with 10 on the shot clock, crosses over, rises up, can't score. All right, Minnesota, you probably got one more shot at it. You come up empty here, you're most likely cooked. Iverson down to Haywood. Haywood will draw the foul. Spencer Haywood, 2 big free throws coming up as Tom Heinsohn made the bad decision of fouling him. First one for Haywood is good. He's up to 13 points, has a double-double on the night with 10 rebounds. Second one from Haywood also drops, and the T-Wolves back within 5 of the LA Clippers. Here's McGrady, who's been a dangerous man in the clutch. We saw it against the Mavs. T-Mac, quick spin to the rim, and the Showtime slam. How about Tracy McGrady? Oh my goodness, that was beautiful. Here's Allen Iverson with the ball. Iverson defended by Cousy, gets to the basket. AI fakes and finishes. So the Wolves within 5 here. It may just be too little too late. Yeah, they're gonna have to foul, and I think they're cooked. But the series isn't over yet. Clips take a 3-2 lead, which definitely gives them an advantage. 32 for McGrady. Iverson had 29. Why's bro's shirt off? Y'all saw that? What in the world? Oh, and check it out. Out east, we've got a 2-2 series. It's the Toronto Raptors and Detroit Pistons. Just in case you need a refresher on these teams, because I sure do. Oh yeah, the Pistons have Duncan, and the Raptors have Pippen, Dwight Howard, Bob Pettit, James Worthy. Worthy and J Kidd are also hooping with Tim Duncan. And then this Bucks Bulls series is 3-2 after the Bucks were down 3-1. So we'll tap into that later on as well. We got a lot of stuff going on here. A lot of interesting basketball in the second round, which is exactly what I'm here for. Now this game 5 of Pistons Raptors, it's looking pretty close all the way through. They've kind of been trading buckets the entirety of the game. That's the games I love to watch, man. Oh my gosh, I can't wait for basketball to come back in real life. But in the meantime, we got this close game, 99-98. Detroit Pistons up by 1, 2:34 to go. Raptors with possession of the ball. Glenn Rice is inbounding. Rice will give it into another bold player in Chauncey Billups. Billups kicks it right back to Rice. Rice will swing it to Richardson. Is that Michael Ray? I think it is Michael Ray Richardson. He'll get right downhill for the easy finish. Beautiful move from Ray Richardson. There's Murphy bringing up the ball. He'll swing it to Tim Duncan. Duncan immediately getting to work. Layup is good. Oh my gosh, you just have no idea. Pistons up 1, timeout for the Toronto Raptors. Chauncey Billups bringing it up here. Billups swings it to Dwight Howard. Howard has Artis Gilmore on him. It'll go to Glenn Rice. Now it goes to Rolando Blackman. Back over to Rice. Rice gets the screen from Pettit. Glenn running out of shot clock here. He finds Billups in the corner. Good closeout from Kidd. It's rebounded by James Worthy. And Worthy will push it the other way. He gives it up to Jerry Stackhouse. Stackhouse defended well by Blackman. Now it goes to Worthy to J Kidd. Kidd gonna drive to the rim here on Billups. Spin move. And he went for the crafty finish, but Dwight Howard said no. Bend it off the backboard. Here's Rolando Blackman with it. Dwight has the mismatch with Worthy on him, and the Raptors gonna get it to Howard in the post. Howard backing in. Layup is off. Good contest from Worthy. Way to stand his ground over the bigger and stronger Howard. Here's Worthy with it now on the wing. He'll swing it to Stackhouse. Stackhouse gonna walk it out to the three-point line. Now he's driving. Picks up his dribble. Forces up a shot and misses. Howard the rebound as the Raptors looking to take the lead. Only down by a single point. Billups bursts to speed. Dumps it down to Pettit. And Bob Pettit finishes it home. He's got 14 on the night. 60% from the field. Wraps up 1. Just over 40 seconds to go. Jerry Stackhouse with it. Defended well by Blackman. Stackhouse fades away and misses. Jerry has been taking some ill-advised shots. Here's Blackman with it. Raptors can afford to take their time. They'll get it to Billups. Back to Blackman. Down to Howard, who has Duncan on him. This is going to be a tough matchup. Howard knows it. He kicks it out. Blackman has it now. 7 on the shot clock. Screen from Pettit. Blackman going to have to pull it over Artis Gilmore. This isn't dropping. Yeah, it missed. Pistons have it now. Less than 10 seconds to go. No timeouts left for Detroit. 5 seconds now. It'll go to Stackhouse. Stackhouse the spin move. He'll rise up for the midi, and he won it at the horn. Jerry Stackhouse. Oh my goodness. A key game 5 win for the Detroit Pistons. Oh, what is this? This is a new animation. The Tassat buzzer beater. Check your watch. You know what time it is. Jerry Stackhouse has won it. Wow, man. Wow. Stackhouse, he missed some tough ones, but he kept shooting. Good thing he did. He brought home the dub for the Pistons. And now all of these series are 3-2. First one we'll be checking out is the Wolves and the Clippers. Remember, we just watched the Los Angeles Clippers grab a key Game 5 win, meaning that the Wolves, they're on the brink of elimination. How will they respond to Los Angeles? Well, the Wolves sure are fighting. Clippers, though, won't let up. Oh, they let up. And the LA Clippers going to come out of here with a Game 6 win, meaning we've got a Game 7 coming up. Or sorry, the Wolves come out with a Game 6 win. That's my bad. Tracy McGrady had 22 for the Clips. Kuzi had 21. It wasn't enough. Iverson, 24 points, and they're going to a Game 7. Now let's slide back east. Game 6, Bulls, Bucks. Oh, this is the Magic and Wilt series. Oh, yeah. Bucks were down 3-1, but took Game 5. If they take the 6th and 4-7, oh, yeah. Things get interesting here for sure. And the Bucks, they're right there with Chicago. Bulls go on a bit of a run in the 4th, though, and end up closing it out in convincing fashion. Sorry, Wilt, you're out of here. As the Iceman had 16 to ice this series. 13 and 11 from the Magic Man. And the Bulls will move on. All right, number 1 seeded Raptors could lose to the Pistons Pistons here in Game 6. Remember, we just saw Jerry Stackhouse in Detroit win it at the Horn in Game 5. But the Raptors aren't going to let up that easy. This thing's going 7. Stackhouse rode the momentum off his game winner into a 32-piece. The refs, golly, 17 free throws. But Stackhouse had a 32-piece. It wasn't enough. Pippen showed up with 23. And that'll be a Game 7. So we got a pair of Game 7s. One in the West, one in the East. We'll start off in the West. Clippers, Wolves. The 7-seeded Clips have been one of the most interesting stories of these playoffs. Will they be able to keep their run going? We're going to find out in the final 244. Clippers down by 8, so they're going to need a strong finish, but we've seen the type of things Mr. McGrady's capable of in the clutch. So we know they could pull it off. But on the other side, the Wolves, they got Dr. J and Allen Iverson, so they're not going to let up either. Tyrese Maxey's also on this team, apparently. Maxey with the ball for Minnesota. He'll swing it to Iverson. AI gets the screen from Spencer Haywood. Now he's got Mullen on him. AI's going to rise up and miss. That's exactly what the LA Clips needed. They get the stop, and they still got plenty of time, over 2 minutes. Dampier gives it to McGrady. McGrady going to step it back right over the Doctor, and he knocks it down. Oh, man. I think we're about to see a T-Mac takeover. Iverson calls timeout. Timberwolves don't want to let the Clips get any type of momentum going. Just as a quick timeout check, the Wolves got one more left. Clips got 2 in their back pocket. That could be key down the stretch of this game. Dr. J gets the ball off the inbound. Now it'll go to Iverson. Allen Iverson defended by Bob Cousy. Defended well by Cousy. Iverson floats one up, misses. Oh my gosh. Haywood tried to bring the house down, but missed the dunk. Here's Chris Mullen with it. Clippers coming off of another much needed stop. Cousy catches in the post, bounces it out to Chambers. Now it goes to Tracy McGrady. McGrady waiting on the screen from Gasol. Gonna rise up for the 3. It's T-Mac time. The Clippers within 3 minutes and a half to go. Here's Bill Sharman. What a pull. Bringing it up for the T-Wolves. Sharman gets the screen. He's got the mismatch with Chambers on him. He'll swing it to Dr. J on the wing. Julius out to Allen Iverson. Iverson running out of shot clock here. Loses Cousy, but misses. It's rebounded by Gasol. Still a 1-possession game, and the Clips have the ball down 3. McGrady with it. He'll burst to the rim and slam it home. Oh my goodness. Tracy McGrady cannot be stopped. 1-point game. 1 minute to go. Iverson bringing it up here. T-Wolves have gone ice cold in cold Minnesota. Iverson swings it out to Irving. The Doctor with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Can't create any separation. He can't shake Chris Mullen. 5 on the shot clock for the Wolves. Irving driving baseline. Takes the tough jumper and misses. Another stop for the lockdown Clippers here. Bob Cousy with it now. Cousy to Gasol to Chambers. The ball's got to find McGrady, right? Chambers will swing it to T-Mac in the corner. 10 on the shot clock. McGrady's got the mismatch. Draws the double. Spin. Shoots. Scores. Tracy McGrady. Are you kidding me? That's 9 straight. A personal 9-0 run from T-Mac without a miss. Spencer Haywood inbounding the ball. It'll go into Allen Iverson. The Wolves have gone ice cold. Do they have anything left here? No timeouts left for Minnesota. AI can hold for the last shot if he wants to go for game. He'll get the screen for Mourning. Iverson swings it to Haywood. Haywood with 5 seconds left. Defended well by Chambers. Steps through and finishes. Oh man, the Wolves finally get the lid off the rim and go up by 1 with 2.8 remaining. But the Clips, they call timeout, and they're gonna get the ball. You gotta think they get the ball to the hot hand Tracy McGrady, and he could win it here at the Horn. It's win or go home. Tom Chambers inbounding. It'll go into Gasol. Mark fake, shoots, and misses. The Clippers' run is over, despite McGrady's best efforts. I mean, can you believe the Clippers didn't get the ball to T-Mac there? Wow. What a finish. The Minnesota Wolves just barely escaped with the win. Oh my goodness. T-Mac he had 18 points. We saw 9 of those. He was getting to it, bro. Somebody's got to edit that T-Mac takeover. Somebody's got to edit that. How about Tyrese as well? 7 of 8 from the field, 20 points in 19 minutes. Big performance for Maxey. Wolves don't win it without him, that's for sure. Oh man, and after that absolute thriller, we've got a game 7 between the Pistons and Raptors. Bro, no way you live up to that last one. That last one was one of those ones, man. Yeah, not even close. This one's going to be a boring one. Pistons get the easy dub. Rolando Blackman tried with 22, but Artis Gilmore showed up to work. 24 points. J-Kid, 22 and 14. Duncan and Nonchalant, 16 and 12. So now our conference finals are set. It's going to be the Chicago Bulls versus Detroit basketball. The Pistons, led by Tim Duncan. The Bulls, of course, led by Magic Johnson. Out west, we got my Warriors, which, you know, it's a coincidence, taking on the Minnesota Wolves. I love this Minnesota team, man. I love that Clipper team, though. I'm not going to lie, I was kind of going for that Clipper team. Early on in the conference finals, both series are 2-1. Both series are 2-2. Perfect. We're in the Simcast. We'll start off with Game 5 of Pistons-Bulls. Tie game, 108 apiece, 2:16 to go. Let's get in here. As we hop in, the Chicago Bulls have possession of the ball. They're on their home floor. Jerry Sloan gives it into Magic Johnson. Johnson gets the screen from Cowens. He'll find Gervin. George rises up over Bam and misses. It's rebounded by James Worthy, and the Pistons will take it the other way. Duncan, defended by the smaller Sloan, finds Big Z for the big slam, and Ilgauskas will give the Pistons a 2-point lead as the clock ticks under 2 minutes. Johnson with it. He'll get the screen, an illegal screen from Jerry Sloan. Magic is furious. That's a costly turnover for the Chicago Bulls, and the Pistons got a chance to build some real momentum here. Jerry Stackhouse with it. Stackhouse hit the big game winner for the Pistons. He'll swing it out to Worthy. Worthy back to Kidd to Stackhouse. Stackhouse threw it away. Threw that thing into the third row. Bulls will get ball back. So turnovers on both sides here. Maybe the teams both have a little bit of jitters. I don't know what it is. Here's Magic Johnson. He'll get the screen from Drazen Petrovic. Magic gives it to Gervin. Gervin defended well by Worthy. Forces the pickup. Now it'll go to Petrovic. Petrovic swings it out to the Iceman, and all of a sudden, Bulls running out of shot clock. Gervin the quick cross. Oh my gosh, that's a tough shot. And he misses it. It's rebounded by Detroit. Stackhouse to Worthy. Worthy! Oh my goodness! Almost slammed it home over Magic, but missed it. And the Bulls will get the stop there. Magic almost got put on an ESPN highlight. Johnson to Gervin. 10 on the shot clock here for Chicago. The Iceman spins, kicks. Jermaine O'Neal can't shoot though, so he doesn't take the shot. It'll go up to Petrovic. 3 on the shot clock. Petrovic gonna have to heave up a tough one from deep, and he misses. It's rebounded by the Pistons. 40 seconds to go. Oh, Worthy almost throws it away, but finds Stackhouse, and who else but Jerry in the clutch, giving the Pistons a 4-point lead. Chicago's got to answer here. Get this back to a 1-possession game. Johnson to the rim, and he'll do exactly that. He answers with a two-handed slam. 31 seconds to go. Bulls within 2. They don't have to foul. Johnson defended by J-Kid. 2 of the greatest playmakers of all time going at it. Stackhouse swings it to the corner. Worthy doesn't want the 3. Looks like the Pistons are trying to waste a little bit of time. Stackhouse to the rim. Kicks out to J-Kid. Pistons running out of shot clock here. Kid will get the screen. It's thrown away. The big-time interception from Cowens. It'll go to Petrovic. To Gervin. 5 on the clock here. The Iceman forces one up. Almost gets the roll, but it doesn't drop. And now there's a foul from Jermaine O'Neal. It's going to be a timeout from Detroit. Wait, do the Bulls have to foul again? They do. More precious time is going to come off the clock here. Artis Gilmore into Kidd. 0.4 ticks off the clock. Pistons are in the bonus now as Kidd will step up to the line for 2. First one drops. He makes this second one. The game is for sure over with. Kidd, second one is good. Oh my gosh, I thought that was about a miss. I mean, I guess there could be an and 1-3, but I mean, what in the world? If that really happens, that'd be ridiculous. Jermaine O'Neal inbounding. Bulls looking for a miracle. Petrovic doesn't even shoot it. And that is the ball game. The Pistons take home a key Game 5 win. Bro, that man Jerry Stackhouse, huh? 22 from George Gervin. J-Kid at 18 and 12. Jerry Stackhouse with 15. Tim Duncan just a quiet 12 points. He hasn't even really been doing too much. But the Pistons have been successful, so I guess just keep doing what you're doing. Game 5, T-Wolves Warriors. We're back in the West here. We'll see if the Warriors can continue what's been a great run for them as a #1 seed. They had the coach of the year, Steve Kerr. The Dubs gonna blow out the Wolves here in Game 5 behind 33 from Kevin Johnson in only 22 minutes. That's the thing, man. When you got a team full of superstars, stuff like this can happen. And Elgin Baylor, he had 25 in this game. He's averaging 28 in the playoffs. And then David Thompson at 25 as well. He's averaging 23. So the Warriors got a crazy scoring duo, bro. Having two guys putting up those type of numbers in a legend sim is ridiculous, bro, because we talked about it. I mean, the scoring should, in theory, be lower. Anyway, we're back over in the East. Game 6, Pistons-Bulls. This is a key one. Bulls lose, they're out of here. Pistons lose, it goes 7. Looks like we're leaning towards a Game 7 here. Yep, that's what we're going to get. Chicago gets the dub despite 21 from Duncan. Drazen, 28 points, 18 from Gervin. That one will go 7. And if the Wolves win Game 6 here, we could have a pair of Game 7s. Warriors might have other plans, though, as they get off to a strong start. Uh-oh, here comes Minnesota. Yeah, the Wolves, they take it home, so we'll have a pair of Game 7s. How about Maxey? Another key performance. 27 points in 25 minutes. Julius, he had 24 in this one. Elgin with 36. Elgin Baylor. I mean, him averaging 29 is like the equivalent of average 40, I would say, just because of the situation. And, you know, we've talked about it. But enough about Elgin Baylor. We got Game 7 of Bulls Pistons. Finals trip on the line here. Both teams understand the stakes and they're playing hard. Bulls actually did go down earlier, but they fought hard late. They're actually going to have themselves a little cushion in the final 236, up by 5, as they've had a big second half, and the Pistons have kind of struggled. They've tapered off. Low taper. I'm going to edit that out. But they've tapered off in the second half. Let's get to it. Pistons have the ball. Big Z inbound, and it'll go into Murphy. Who is Murphy? Wait, Calvin, right? Yup, my bad. Sorry, Calvin. He'll swing it to Bam. Back to Calvin in the corner. Calvin looks short out there, man. He's defended by Magic. It'll go over to Bam. To Tim Duncan. Shot clock running out here. Pistons have done absolutely nothing. Ilgaus gets top of the key to Gilmore. They got about 800 big men. Gilmore's going to pull a midi. All right, it works. And there's the timeout. Artis Gilmore, tough mid-range jumper, but it drops. 16 points on the night for the big man. Jermaine O'Neal gives it into Magic Johnson. Johnson has J-Kidd on him. This has been a fun point guard battle, and it all comes down to this in a Game 7 as Johnson gets to the rim. Looked like he had the layup, but he kicks it out to Gervin. Now it'll go back to the Magic man. He gets to the rim. Oh my gosh! Getting a little flashy, huh, Magic? Did he go swing the legs for that one? As the Bulls go up by 5. Jerry Stackhouse with the ball. He'll go for a quick spin move. Stackhouse finds Kidd in the corner. Kidd to Gilmore, to Worthy, to Duncan, to Gilmore, back to J-Kidd. Duncan's gonna run to the corner to set Kidd a screen. Oh, Magic dropped too far back, and Kidd knocks it down. J-Kidd coming alive in the fourth with 7 here in the final period. Pistons within 2 as the clock ticks below a minute and a half. Johnson with it. He'll get the screen from Cowens. Magic, the spin move, loses his defender, gets to the rim, behind the back pass to Petrovic, or behind the head pass, whatever you want to call it, man. Now here's Petrovic dribbling out the shot clock, rises up for a tough jumper, misses it. It's rebounded by Detroit. They can tie with a 2, take the lead with a 3. Stackhouse has it, spins off of Petrovic. Now it'll go back out to Kidd. Kidd gets the screen from Gilmore. Jason down to the clutch time player, Jerry Stackhouse. He fades away and scores. Jerry Stackhouse on a generational run. This game is tied up here, 1-10 apiece. 3/4 of a minute to go. Johnson to Jermaine O'Neal in the corner, to Cowens, back to the Magic man. 10 on the shot clock. Johnson spins. He draws the double team. Somebody's got to be open. Johnson kicks it out. Pistons able to recover defensively. It was an offensive 3-second violation. Magic was in the paint too long. A Bulls turnover. So the Pistons will get possession of the ball with 31.9 on the clock. Of course, they'll go to Jerry Stackhouse here. Stackhouse with Petrovic on him. Jerry gonna spin off of Petrovic, bounce it out to Kidd. Kidd, 10 on the shot clock, gets the screen from Gilmore. Jason has the mismatch with Cowens on him. Oh, now Gervin switches on. 5 on the clock. Kidd, tough finish off. Duncan the rebound, and the Pistons will get last shot. It goes out to Stackhouse. 5 seconds. Jerry driving, fading, and missing. It's rebounded by the Bulls. Oh, they'll get the last shot. Still 0.7 left. Bulls call their last timeout. They could win it here in regulation, or we'll get some extra basketball in overtime. Game 7 situation. Finals trip on the line. Jermaine O'Neal inbounding. Who will it go to? It's going to go into Magic. Mid-range is off. And we got overtime. We're not going to watch the whole OT, but we'll jump back in with, I don't know, like 2:43 to go. Bulls have played well in this overtime period, outscoring the Pistons 4-0. So they're up 114 to 110. And and the Pistons haven't scored in OT. They're looking to get on the board here as Kidd steals it away. He'll spin, get to the rim, kick it to Worthy in the corner. Worthy gonna swing it to Bam. Bam pulls a three on the wing and misses it. You don't love that shot from Bam Monte Adebayo. There's Jerry Sloan with the ball. Sloan gonna swing it to Dave Cowens. I'm guessing Artis Gilmore fouled out because he's not in the game right now as Magic gets to the rim, kicks it out to Gervin. 5 on the shot clock. The Iceman gonna have to make something out of nothing here. Whoa, what was that? I don't know what bro was going for. Pistons get the rebound and Jason Kidd will push it the other way. Kidd to Stackhouse in the corner. Stackhouse defended by Sloan, gets to the rim, bumps and finishes. Jerry Stackhouse puts the Pistons within 2. I mean, this playoff run has been the story of Stackhouse. He has been absolutely cooking. Here's Magic Johnson with it. Johnson shakes Kidd, swings it to Sloan in the corner. It'll go to O'Neal, back to the Magic man, and he passed it to the corner again. I don't know what's up with 2K26 and these passes to the corner. Jerry Sloan turns the corner, gets to the rim, and finishes it home. Bulls up by 4, making it a 2-possession game once again. Pistons gonna have to answer. They go to the guy, number 25, Jerry Stackhouse. Stackhouse working on Sloan here, gets to the basket. He's gonna back in. He loves the post work. Shot fake, forces one up, can't finish it. Great defense from Sloan. It'll go to Jermaine O'Neal. O'Neal has the mismatch with Kidd defending, finds Magic in the corner. Magic can't hit. Kidd the rebound. It'll go up to Stackhouse. Pistons looking to get it to a 2-possession game once again as they just got a key stop. Stackhouse gonna spin. He's in the mid-range here. Gonna back in on Sloan once again. He fades away and misses. Uh-oh, Stackhouse might have run out of magic here as Sloan has it. He'll swing it to Gervin. If you're Chicago, you want to take your time. Look for a quality shot. Magic has it under the rim. Kicks out to Gervin. Corner 3. Wet ball. And the Bulls might have just closed it out right there. Pistons gonna call timeout. They're in some real trouble. Adebayo into Jason Kidd. Kidd gets the screen from Bam. He's got Jermaine O'Neal on him. Jason does. This is a mismatch, but the Pistons need to hurry up. Oh my gosh. Stackhouse from Yucatan missed it, and that'll do it there. The Chicago Bulls take it home behind 35 from George Gervin. Magic 12 points, 14 assists. Duncan had 26. Tim's run is over, and Magic's going to the finals. Who will he face? Will it be the Dubs? Will it be the Wolves? We're going to find out here in Game 7. Hopefully it's as good as that Pistons Bulls one. That one was a whole lot of fun. Oh man, the Warriors ran away with it. Listen, I'm a Warriors fan, but I wanted it to close. Come on, dog. It's Game 7. David Thompson had 33 to lead the way. No Chill Gill, Agent Zero with 23. Elgin, 22 and 11. Baylor, the West MVP. Magic, the East MVP. 2 Laker legends gonna go at it here in the finals. And for the Wolves, Iverson wasn't, I mean, he was all right, 19. It was really Dr. J who struggled, 10 points on 7 shots. Now it's time for the NBA Finals. Siakam starting at the 4 for the Bulls. Has it been that way the whole time? I don't think it has. Game 1 will go to the Dubs. Dubs take the second as well. Oh, they're up 3-0. Well, this might not be much of a finals. Well, that was anticlimactic. Gilbert Arenas? Really? Finals MVP for Gil, averaging 26, 4, and 6 in the NBA Finals to lead the Dubs to the Larry O.B. That's surprising, man. Seeing a sweep in the finals. Elgin Baylor was awesome for the Warriors. And now we're going to head into the offseason. Now, for this, there will be the rookies entering the league, the 2026 draft class, but free agency is off for the sake of this video. Why is that? Because I tried a video like this with free agency on. I actually tried to record this video earlier today. And what happened was the whole league hit free agency and everything broke. So, the only guys who are going to be free agents are guys who either didn't get drafted in the fantasy draft or got released by their team. So that's it. All the star marquee players, they're going to stay where they're at. So if your team's trash, unfortunately, they're probably going to stay trash unless they, draft somebody good. Spurs got AJ DeBonsta. Wizards got Darren Peterson. Celtics got Cam Boozer. Were the Celtics trash? Yeah, I guess they weren't in the playoffs. Remember, they had like Bird, Luka. They had a bunch of guys. I'm surprised that they weren't very good. Am I thinking of another video? No, I think the Bulls were, or the Celtics were really good in this, no? Or on paper they were. Yeah! Like, how in the world is the Celtics team trash? We did see some regression and progression, I'm guessing, over the offseason. Some guys go down in overall, some guys go up. That's just kind of how it goes. Regardless, these guys are superstars. They're going to play at a high level as we head into season number 2. Magic is your MVP, averaging 17 points, 6 rebounds, and 12 assists on the season with 2 steals and a block to top it off. Cade Cunningham, 6th man of the year, so no rookies got to play this year. That's why there was no, you know what I mean, rookie of the year. 18 points, 3 rebounds, 9 assists from Cade. Wembanyama, oh mama, 17, 6, and 3 with an assist, or sorry, a steal, 3 blocks, good stuff from Wembanyama. Ray Allen, clutch player of the year on the Miami Heat. We know that's where he hit a big shot. Oh, and Paolo, I'm sorry, most improved player, 17 a night. Steve Kerr, coach of the year of the Dubs, continuing their reign of terror over the league. Oh, I bumped my desk real bad. Hopefully that didn't pick up on the mic. If it did, I'm sorry. Oscar Robertson's on first team here with the MVP Magic. The Big O was putting up big numbers this year for sure. Shaq O'Neal, 22 and 10, 2 assists, a steal, 3 blocks. The Brody on All NBA first. You love to see it. Jokic is here. Second team, you got Kidd, James, Wilt, Kuzi, Abdul-Jabbar, and then third team, it's Shea, KG, Bob, Hakeem, and Dr. J. It's crazy to just see Jordan as an all-defense guy and not an all-NBA guy. I don't know what the simulation's getting up to, but come on. We know Michael Jordan, the type of player he is. He should be an all-NBA player. Now, Warriors, number 1 seed. Timberwolves are at 2. I think that's same as last year. No, the Wolves were high up, though, I think. And then the Mavs at 3rd. The Mavs were the 2 seed last year. Out East, Bulls are number 1. Yeah, Chicago was great last year. They made it to the finals. Pacers are in 2nd. Oh, they drafted Cooper Flag. Flag didn't really play much year 1. Year 2, though, he started to get to it. He's up to 11 a night, and he's a starter. And then the Bucks are in 3rd. Same deal as last year. Simulate the play-in. First round, we get any game 7s. I'll definitely jump in the Simcast so we can watch. Out East, no game 7s. Out West, 2 of them. And we got a 2-7 and a 1-8. That's crazy. It's Wolves Thunder. Didn't they go 7 last year? Thunder lost in kind of what was a blowout. Please let this be close, bro. I want to see OKC have a close one because we talked about all the dunkers, all the cool players they have on their team. Oh, they're just going to blow out the Wolves here, huh? Well, at least we get to see OKC continue their run because I really like this squad. 30 from Dominique, 26 and 13 from Wayne Embry, 18 and 15 from the Big O. AI at 25 wasn't enough. Now a 1-8 matchup. The defending champs might get knocked off by Russ and KD. Uh-oh! An 8 seed upset. The Nuggets coming from the play-in. Oh, yeah, Russ and KD got these. Easy. They blow out the Warriors. 21 from Gill is not enough for the Dubs, as Russ had 31, 6, and 10. Durant had 22. Richard had 20. So some big-time upsets. Oh, out East. The 7-seeded Pistons beat the 2-seeded Pacers. So just upset central around here. It's going to be the Kings and the Nuggets in round 2 in the West. And then we got the Mavs and the Thunder. Out East, it'll be the Bulls taking on the Toronto Raptors. Have we seen this matchup before? I want to say we have. And then we got the Knicks taking on the Detroit Pistons. Kings sweep the Nuggets, so just like that, the Cinderella runs over. Mavs up 3-1 on the Thunder. Knicks up 3-1 on the Pistons, but we got a 2-2 series between Chicago and Toronto. Let's tune in here to Game 5. Thunder just got eliminated in 5. Oh, so did the Pistons. So this is our only hope for a good series. You better deliver, Toronto and Chicago. We got a 4-point game, 2-18. Let's go. As we jump in, Pascal Siakam is inbounding. Siakam will give it into Magic. Magic gets the screen from Pascal. Johnson finds Petrovic coming off the screen. Draws and can't hit. That's a good look and would have put the Bulls within 1, but it doesn't drop. Pippen finds Michael Cooper in the mid-range. Cooper can't hit. It's rebounded by George Gervin. Gervin to Petrovic. Petrovic to behind the back. Down to Gervin for the two-handed slam. And the Raps will call timeout here as George Gervin's up to 23 points on the night. 12 of those coming in the paint. Dwight Howard into Michael Ray Richardson. Richardson down to Howard. Howard will lay it up and in. That's easy for the big man, putting the Raptors up by 4. There's Magic with the ball. He'll get the screen from Jermaine O'Neal. Johnson has Pettit switched onto him. Hits Petrovic for another 3. This one's off as well. That's a quick miss for Chicago. Raptors gonna quickly push the ball the other way. Goes down to Pettit. Bob finishes, and the Raptors looking good here. Up by 6 as Pettit is up to 19 points. Magic will get the screen from Jermaine O'Neal. Johnson finds Petrovic. Petrovic this time hesitates on the three as he's missed the last couple. He'll try to drive to the basket, but to no avail. Almost turns it over. Magic bounces it out to Gervin. 5 on the shot clock. The Iceman spins, gets to the rim, and finishes. All right, Bulls within 4. Minute 11 to go. George, 13 in the fourth quarter. 25 total on the night, so really heating up in this final period. Howard on the roll. Superman slams it home. They call Shaq Superman. The Superman debate between Dwight and Shaq. I'm not really here for it. You know, it's a dunk. Raptors up by 6. Less than a minute to go. Johnson to the rim. Kicks it out to Gervin. Gervin not going to shoot it. Instead, he'll opt to drive. Good defense from Glenn Rice, but Gervin, a crafty move to finish it home. And the Bulls now within 4 of Toronto. George Gervin doing everything he can to keep Chicago in this game. Nice pass to Rolando Blackman. Blackman drives, kicks it out to Ray Richardson. He's doubled. It'll go over to Dwight Howard, and Howard's fouled. Not a bad move to heck of Howard here. First one is, yeah, it's off. That might have been a real smart decision from Chicago. Second one for Dwight. That one does drop. So Raptors still up by 5. Golly, I'm gonna edit that out. Both teams with the timeout left apiece. Johnson driving to the rim. Had Gervin in the corner, but missed him. Magic instead will hit Jermaine O'Neal. O'Neal, though, can't shoot. It'll go to Petrovic. Clock ticking here for the Bulls. Draws and drives. Finishes. Okay, Chicago gets it down to a 1-possession game, but that probably isn't gonna last long because they're sending Toronto to the foul line. First one from Blackman is good. What type of camera angles they got going on for these free throws, bro? Second one from Blackman also drops. Wraps up 5. Timeout Chicago. Jermaine O'Neal inbounding. O'Neal finds Gervin. Gervin driving to the rim. Fakes. Oh, that's going to be a 3-second of doom if he doesn't hurry up, or it's just the miss of doom. That is the ball game. Raps go up 3-2. We'll see if Chicago responds in game 6. Gervin with 27. Blackman with 22. Chicago, what y'all got, man? Nothing. Nothing at all. Raptors blow them out. And Toronto will move on to the conference finals. 26 from Scotty, 26 from Pettit, 21 from Rice. Great team effort. 20 from Gervin isn't enough for the Bulls. So the Raptors will be taking on New York here with the big ticket and Kawhi Leonard. Raptors with Pippen and Dwight. And then out west, we got the Mavs and Sacktown. Oh, Sacktown, they've got Walt and Ant-Man. The Mavs, of course, with Kyrie, D-Wade, Rick Barry, Yao Ming. That Mavs team is fun for sure. Raptors absolutely cook the Knicks. Kings might follow suit here. Yep, they win in 5. So Ant-Man's in the NBA Finals, the West MVP. Pettit, the East MVP. Raptors versus Kings here. Oh, Julius Randle's with Ant Edwards. They should have never let him team up, bro. You know how good Ant-Man and Julius Randle are in the 2K sim. They're starting Charlie Scott over Clyde Frazier. What are y'all doing? I don't know what the Kings got going on. Game 1, we'll go to Sacktown. Maybe it's going to work. Game 2 goes to the Kings. They're up 3-0. Looks like the Kings might win this chip. They sweep the finals. Anthony Edwards is your finals MVP. And that's where we're going to wrap up this video. Really fun simulation. We got to see legends, some great matchups, great battles. If you enjoyed, I'd appreciate if you left a like on it. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. If you made it to the end, comment drafts, because today we put all these players in a big draft. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.